Hey everyone, it's Deanna, and I just want to share with you a really interesting new tool that I just found, I just discovered, and it's a really interesting way to link people back to your website from your social media posts, even when you're sharing someone else's content. And I will explain what that is here in just a second. So it's called Start a Fire and you can sign up. So far, it's completely free. I haven't seen any place where it suddenly asks me for a credit card or anything. And this is really what it does is you create a little profile for yourself. It integrates with all of these different social media tools. So in particular, I use CoSchedule and I also use Hootsuite, and it also has a browser extension. So the first thing it asked me to do, and I'll see if I could go into this, is you create a badge. And I'll show you what that looks like. It allows you to customize this little window here by putting two of my favorite links from my website into this. So this is a blog post that I wrote about baby boomer entrepreneurs, and this is my page on my website with my recommended resources for online tools. I customized it with my website address and a picture of me, because initially what I did is I connected using Facebook and it pulled in my Facebook profile, my personal profile picture, which is not exactly what I wanted to use. So I had the option to replace and customize it with my business photo. And then again, I was able to in here put the content that I wanted to use as my recommended content. So obviously that little box only shows a couple, so I've got two of them in here. I could add more content if I wanted to. And then I said, of course, my integrations could be through, you see here again, it does a fully automated integration with Buffer, HubSpot, Octopost, which I've never heard of that one. And then there are also integrations with Hootsuite, CoSchedule, all of these other social media tools, and then the Chrome extension. So let me explain how this works. So now if I go find some content that I want to share on my Facebook page. So I went to this tool. Let me get rid of my LastPass thing here. Buzzsumo. And Buzzsumo is a really great tool for finding content related to any specific topic, and it shows you how popular that topic has been on social media networks. So I chose the topic of a content marketing strategy, and all of these blog posts and articles came up, and it shows me by the different social media tools how popular this content was, so how often it was shared and people engaged with it. So like this one here was shared 11,800 times, or there was 11,800 engagements on Facebook from that share. LinkedIn had 1,100, Twitter had 1,600, so on and so forth. So what you can do is, of course, you can also sort by each individual network depending on where you want to share that content. And it's going to then give you the most popular content, and you can choose to share this. Now, this is where Start a Fire comes in. So I happen to pick this one from the Harvard Business Review, and it's a little old. It's from May 26th of 2016. And I checked the content, and it's a helpful guide to creating a content strategy. So this is what I can do. Up here in this right-hand corner is my Start a Fire badge. So I added this through a Chrome extension. So if I click on this little extension up here in my Chrome browser, it's creating a special link just for me. And it says, I've just added your badge to this link, and I can copy it here, or I could go ahead and click share on Facebook. Now, my Facebook page is through the Facebook Business Manager, so it's kind of a pain in the butt. It's not always the easiest thing for me to do. So what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to copy the link, and I am going to go to my Facebook page through the Business Manager, and I am going to write here, think creating a content strategy is tough. Hang on a sec. Think creating a content strategy is difficult. Not necessarily. There we go. And now I'm going to go ahead and right click and paste in that link. So now remember, that's my special link that's got my badge from Start a Fire associated with it. So I'm going to go ahead and click publish, and I hope this is going to work correctly. Oh, I saw a little flash that showed me the Harvard Business Review, but it didn't show. Okay, well, we're going to see if this is going to work. I was hoping it would show a preview of the article, but it looks like it didn't. So this is where it's supposed to get special, which is that when I click this link, so anybody who sees this post now in my news feed and decides they want to read it, and I think it may not work because of how Harvard does this. There we go. I go to the article, and so now we're in the article that I shared. And okay, not ideal, but you see down here in the right hand corner, my little box popped up that says Deanna Fenton also recommends, and it's got the two little pieces of information that I wanted to share. So now if somebody is reading this article that I shared and they said, oh, Deanna also recommends, I can click on this, and it's going to take them to that blog post on my website. Now, I wouldn't do this and wouldn't go crazy with this because it could really piss people off. Let's just be honest. But let's just say if I had written an article that was similar or also had my take on content strategy, for example, I think that would be perfectly appropriate, because then maybe I could share with them exactly the information that I wrote on the same topic, and maybe a different perspective on that topic. And then, of course, one of the most important things is perhaps on this blog post, I would have something that would be considered more of a content upgrade. In other words, something additional of value for the reader of this post that would also build my list. Because if I click on this, I have an opt-in for somebody to get this additional information. So anyway, I hope you followed that, because this is something brand new that I just found and managed to figure out. It's called Start a Fire. It not only works with Facebook, but you probably saw I had the option I could share this through a tweet. I could share it through LinkedIn post. And here too, you'll see it will track the number of page views that people see from sharing the link through my badge. You can always go in. You can also edit that badge, so I could change that. I can customize my badge again. So maybe again, I'm going to share something. Maybe I'm going to share some information about baby boomers and entrepreneurism. Is that a word? I think it is a word. And maybe that would be a more appropriate use of my badge, that then I send them to an article talking about the increase of baby boomers starting businesses, and I include the link to my website and my post on the same topic with that value added content upgrade. So anyway, really cool little tool. I'm going to track it and see how it works, but I thought I would share it with you today, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoyed this simple step to online success.